What's up, guys? Back for another one. Well, I really have literally no idea what I'm going to talk about in this, so this is going to be completely, well, I don't have any script for anything, but I usually think of things that I want to do. I just want to make a video about anything. Maybe just because I want somebody to talk to, I don't know. That sounds super depressing, but it's not. It's okay. Let's see. I don't know. I've been thinking about politics, and like, I need to get the fuck out of American politics. I need to remove myself from that shit, because it is, like, I don't want to be, like, it is something that I, like, that just, like, makes me really sad, actually. It's, at first I was kind of angry, and now it really makes me sad. And not in, like, a pity, it's not a looking down on any one thing, it's like, I like, just, my heart goes out to the people who are affected by selfish fucking governing. That's the only thing it is. And I don't care what country you're in, I don't care how good you think your country is. I feel bad for people who are suffering from terrible governing. I don't, it shouldn't be that way. I guess the reason why I get so worked up over that stuff is, my parents were not good leaders. My parents were not kind of good examples of hardly anything. And they've made a lot of money in their life, but they're terrible people aside from that. And I can say that without, it's really hard. Like, I say that, and it feels true, and I don't hesitate in saying that. But it's hard. It's a hard thing to kind of say about your parents. But yeah, so I think that's the reason, and that's the reason why my whole life I've really disagreed with what they did, and they're just selfish and narcissistic and authoritarian and all that, and I really disagree with, treating people like that. On a daily basis, like, for everything, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, like, everybody needs to, you need to, give some direction and have some, opinions and move in a direction and all that, but I'm not making excuses for them. That shit's terrible. So pretty much all I've done is, not all I've done, but a lot of my life, I really have rooted for the underdog and fought against the person in power. And it's like a visceral thing inside of me that if somebody, like, maybe it's like my survival instinct, I need to, like, go and try to take down the top dog or something. Like, maybe it's like, I'm not saying I've taken anything down or anything, because I haven't, but, like, I could see that being a survival instinct in, like, however many years ago, where it's like the people who went and tried to fight the power and overthrow it for the, maybe that was a good thing at one point in time. But now people are kind of socially pressured into submitting to being governed the way that the country they're in is being governed. And I think that, everybody doesn't think that way, of course, because otherwise there wouldn't be any resistance to anything, but I think that's the idea behind a lot of things. Like, I'm in a place where talking about politics, people just don't do it. Like, you just don't do it. It's, like, rude to talk about politics in any kind of scenario. Like, it's really, I'm starting to see, like, how fucking fundamentalist this goddamn city is, and I'm starting to hate every second of it. And it's the city I grew up in, and it's not the city, it's the kind of mentality and the people and the money and all that fucking bullshit. So yeah, it is the end of, what is it? Is the end of March or is the end of February? I think it's the end of February. I don't even know. That's how fucking goddamn. I actually don't know right now whether it's the end of one or the other. But the point is, I think it's March, actually. God, I look like an idiot. So it's never snowed like this at this point. Like, it is not really warmed up, and it's never been snowy like this all the way through in my whole life, in however many years I've lived in this city and however many winters I've spent in this city. It's never gone this long. So it's a weird thing, and I want to go out and go bike riding and, be able to go outside for more than 20 minutes or half an hour at a time without freezing, because that would be a good thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like. I was thinking, like, where do I want to? Like, this channel is. I have no direction for this channel. I'm not gonna say. I don't want to plan anything for this channel. I really like kind of what this channel is, and why it's so weird is I'm so kind of perfectionist and OCD in my life that it stalls me from, it's inefficient, you know what I mean? It's like too much. And so coming here and being able to make mistakes, and you know what I mean, it gives me a feeling of like kind of like, it just takes me out of that OCD kind of bullshit, and so that's why it's good. So this channel is completely like, it's like 90% selfish, 100%. Like, I wish I was in a place, and I wish I don't know what I can do. I guess, does that make me a selfish person? I hope not. I really feel like I don't know what I could do, though. I don't know how I could help or what I could do. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't in a YouTube channel. Like, maybe I really like to add good things. Do you know what I mean? Because it makes me feel better. Like, taking feels good for a second, and then you feel like shit. But doing good things, it doesn't feel as good right then, but overall you feel so much better. So it's kind of like putting money in the bank, and I don't mean that in a cheesy way. I mean that in a very realistic way. It sounds extremely cheesy. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. Like, what I want to do with my life, I guess. Like, what I want is, I want a simple job. I don't want a crazy, like, I just want a simple fucking job where I can just, all I want is to be able to put money in the bank at the end of every month. Like $200. If I could put away $200 a month, I'm happy. That's all. That's like the lifestyle right now that sounds good. And I'm sure when I'm in that place, I'm gonna want more and all that, just like everybody. But like, that is, and that's kind of, that might be asking a lot. But I don't know if hopefully it's not asking a lot. That's what fucking scares me. Like, is that asking a lot? I have no idea right now. I really don't. I have a feeling, I'm going to, like, this winter I've been through, I have kind of seasonal, I get affected by the cold in the winter and all that, so that's a good reason for me to get the fuck out of Calgary. But I do feel like I'm starting to get a little bit of hope, I guess, like, okay, I'm gonna, be able to, I want to put something together and move forward, and I need to, the thing that comes to mind though, that is like, I just have people in my life that fucking hold me back, and I need to spend almost as much time dealing with them holding me back as I need to spend getting what I'm, trying to get. And it's really frustrating and demotivating, actually. And I really need to give the caveat that I'm not blaming them for anything. I'm just, it's just something I need to learn to deal with them better, I guess. Like, that's what it is. I need to, I can't just be like, oh, well, they deal with me and I'm just a victim of that circumstance. I need to, learn how to deal with it better. But that's really hard, because dealing with people like that, it's hard not to be angry in dealing with them, and especially narcissism and authoritarian. How do you push back against that? They won't let you. Like, they just won't. And I'm just completely powerless. It's a really fucking terrible situation. I don't want to go, but the whole point of me saying this is, I don't want to go depressive again, but the whole point of me saying this is that I do feel like things will move forward, and I'm just saying, like, things that I need to, take into account and be ready to deal with as they come up, or just deal with them as they come up. I guess that's a better way of looking at it, because trying to forecast things happening is kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy sometimes, I think. I think that's about it. Maybe just a bit of a shorter video, just some random updates. I guess what I want to live, I also want to fucking save up some money, buy like a $2,000 like van, $2,000 like Savannah van, or like it gets sketchy, but or get like a cube, like a U-Haul cube van, and convert that into like an efficient kind of living space, and then, like, my dream, it would be fucking amazing if I could have, like, there's a Honda Grom or some other kind of motorcycle. I can make a spot for that in there, and then have like a little home to fucking travel around and ride my motorcycle around, and hopefully work and live there, and live there for nothing. I'm not paying fucking rent. I'm not paying, $800 or $1,200 a month fucking rent. And I have freedom, and I can go around, and there's some restrictions, but nothing that I'm not honestly dealing with right now. So, well, the restrictions actually to the internet would be fucking not good, because I do like me some internet, but that, like, I want to do that. You know what? I might start a GoFundMe. I'm not sure. I think just to see, like, I'm at the point where I just need to, like, take these risks. I just need to, like, do anything. Oh, another thing is I finished those cutting boards, and they look really nice. So I'll throw a couple pictures of them in right here. I was really happy with how they turned out. That was my first time making them ever, and they took a little bit longer because I pretty much had to make them by hand. Like, I didn't have the proper the real equipment that you know would save me a lot of time. But yeah, I pretty much did most of it by hand, other than the saw, obviously. And so they ended up. I'm pretty happy with them, and I'm really debating how I should sell them. Like, I think I've put one of them up on Etsy, and I'll put the link to that in the description if you want to check it out. But I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna make some flyers and kind of hand them out, and just do like the local kid, the local kids business type of deal. Just like pretty much begging for business, but I don't mind. And just see if that gives anything, like give a phone number or an email, and drop those in people's mailboxes, and see if that gets any traction. I'm not sure. Yeah. Other than that, the biggest thing for me is I put so much pressure on myself, and other people put so much pressure on me. I just want to be out of that, you know what I mean? Like, I just really do. And I just want to be able to just kind of breathe easy, Haven't done that in a long time, so that's what I'm gonna be. That's what I'm going to work towards. Yeah. So, thanks for sticking in there. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you.